Is this bad boy worth your hard-earned doubloons? Should you, as a DIYer or a hobbyist, really spend hundreds of dollars on a table saw like this one? Well, today we're gonna talk about that. Now, as a fellow weekend warrior, I know that spending a few $100s on a new tool is no small expense. Who has that kind of money lying around in this economy? Come on, especially when you're really just trying to get that weekend project or a small renovation done. So, when it came for me to invest in a new table saw, I did what any rational DIYer would. I spent an unhealthy amount of time reading everything I could about table saws. Yeah, completely rational. And after hours of comparisons, reading reviews, reading comments and everything else I could, I settled on this bad boy. But here's the real question. Was it worth it? Would I buy this again after 3 weeks of use? Or should I have gone for the cheaper option? I suppose you'll find that out in this video. Now, if you're into woodworking or any kind of DIY, I don't really have to tell you that table saws are incredibly useful. They can pretty much do the vast majority of cutting that you need to. Cutting big sheets of plywood, MDF or any kind of hardwood? Easy. Making precise cuts to small or big components? Definitely can do them. Or even helping you do those half-lap joints. I mean, it can definitely do it. It's not always easy, but it definitely can. The real question is, how well can this table saw handle it? But before we get into that, what are your main priorities when buying a new tool? Is it price, accuracy, or maybe you just need it to work out of the box? Let me know in the comments below. For a hobbyist, it's all about precision, repeatability, safety, and price. I mean, let's face it. And sure, portability and mobility are nice, but this thing ain't going anywhere. The chances are you won't be using this table saw that often, mainly on the weekends or when you're tired after work, so it's gotta be idiot-proof. I mean, it's gotta be safe. But you probably will care about the price, because it is a big investment. And so, when I considered all of that, this Dewalt has hit the sweet spot for me. And according to endless amount of reviews, the balance of those things just seem to work so much better with this Dewalt than any of its competitors. First of all, the precision of this thing, apparently, it's just beautiful. I mean, you don't really want to spend hours making guides or tweaking cuts because of vibration. That's a pain in the ass. Whoa. And I say this because apparently those are actually common issues with their competitor. For example, the Bosch table saw was actually cheaper by about $100. But during my research, I found a lot of complaints about vibrations, which were leading to poor quality cuts or just safety issues. A lot of people also complained about poor quality guides and accessories, being made from flimsy plastic instead of aluminium or steel. I mean, could you fix those issues yourself? Probably. You probably could. But do you really want to? I mean, you could MacGyver your way around any flaws in the competition, but that's kind of not the point. And well, that's kind of why I went with this bad boy. Pretty much straight out of the box, the accessories were actually quite high quality. The cuts were pretty much dead on and the whole thing was just ready to go. Once I calibrated it, of course. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Bosch or any other competitors are terrible, because I don't actually know that. I'm just saying that for my money, this thing pretty much came out on top. And so, after 3 weeks of owning this thing and doing some projects around, do I still believe those things? Do I still stand by my decision? And was the extra money worth it? I would say, yeah, absolutely. I mean, so far it's been nothing but smooth sailing. I mean, the precision is pretty awesome, I get repeatable cuts pretty much every single time. The bed size is pretty ideal for the projects that I do. I was actually under the impression that I would do big pieces of MDF, but I didn't consider how heavy they are. So, for what I'm actually doing, it's pretty ideal. That blade, it's rock solid. I mean, no wobbling, no unnecessary vibrations, and when I do hit that stop, it actually stops really quickly. Kind of exactly what you want from a tool that can take your fingers off just like that. And so far, I didn't need to recalibrate it at all. Pretty much every single cut was just spot on. So if you're thinking about making an investment, this thing definitely should be on your radar. I think it's worth it. And if you're actually thinking of getting it, I would love if you use my Amazon link below. It doesn't cost you anything and I get a free coffee, so it's a win-win. However, if you're still on the fence, I've got a full unboxing video of this thing, where I'm showing what's in the box, how to calibrate this thing, what the accessories look like, and just generally show you the experience. You can check that video by clicking somewhere here. I think it should be available. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you found it useful, make sure to subscribe and comment something below. If not, you can also use that opportunity to complain and tell me what I did wrong below. And on that note, thanks for watching.